helping HuK too much. Ooh, that is not a good exchange, I feel, for HuK, and qxc is cementing his lead at the moment. If we take a look at the income, HuK has actually come up a little bit because there's simply too many SCVs over here for just 3 patches of stuff, and HuK is a little bit more spread out. It is basically 2 base versus 3 base at the moment. I mean, there's only 1 patch over here, but at least HuK's probes are a little bit more spread out, it seems. The army size at 120 to 112, and HuK is desperately trying to get a 4th base, it looks like. And if we take a look at the unit army composition, we see mostly Marauders and Marines and a couple of Vikings versus Zealots, Stalkers, and no Colossus. I don't know if he's going to make more Colossus. He is making 2 more additional Colossus at the moment, and he's also getting the Twilight Council. Twilight Council could be good for charge. I would highly advise him to get charge, but he could also get blink. That would help him be more mobile. And this Marauders and Marines coming in here. Ooh, a very, very nice Ghost EMP. All these units don't have their shields. Immortals without shield is not as useful. Ooh, the SCVs do fall back as they're mining long distance from the gold expansion, and a couple of Marines and Medivacs are coming online as this Nexus is also coming online. We do see charge. It probably should be chrono boosted. I'm not sure if it is somewhere, and we do see a lot of qxc's forces are coming through the middle as this is becoming very, very tense between these 2 players. The army size is 148 for qxc, 130 for HuK, and HuK wants to maintain his army. He wants to maintain his Colossus. If he can keep his Colossus alive and avoid the EMP of death, he could probably do very well. And the Medivacs are healing the Marines and Marauders in the back. And the upgrades are 1-0 for qxc and 0-0 for HuK at the moment. And qxc is going to get his first armor upgrade, the 2nd upgrade for his infantry. And we see both players are holding their side, and we see a couple of pylons are being placed. A scan goes off, and I think qxc is going to go for it. Army size at 153 to 149, very, very close, but I think both players are pretty much even, and we're seeing an armory going up, and ooh, a very, very nice force field. All the units are pretty much empty on their shields, and the Vikings are focused firing on the Colossus. Colossus are going down very, very quickly. Viking coming closer and closer, and the Stalkers are not shooting the Vikings, and the Vikings are able to shoot down that Colossus, and ooh, without the Colossus, HuK is very, very dangerously open, and the charge is still not done. The Zealots are just running up forward, and the charge is done, but the battle is already complete. HuK is hurting. If you take a look at army size right now, about 150 to 104, a 50% advantage for qxc, as HuK is trying desperately to gather a lot of minerals. He really needs a ton of Zealots, and that is exactly what he is getting at the moment, but he also needs some upgrades for his units, as the secondary upgrade of the armor is being done by qxc. And he's also coming here and killing the pylon. And both players might see another engagement over here. A bunch of Stalkers. Ooh, I think he could have just taken 1 or 2 more shots at that Medivac and take it down. But the Medivac will survive, and a couple of Vikings are flying into the middle of the map. Another Colossus is on the way, finally switching to the Templar Archives and getting stormed. That would be a really good idea, because Zealots and Templars are the most cost-efficient way of dealing with the MMM ball. That does allow you mobility, as well as the ability to storm and possibly feedback. It's a really, really good mix. But of course, you can always throw in a War Prism or 2 to prevent the EMP from hitting your Templars or morphing the Templars into Archons. And we do see that the Terran is on 4 bases right now, and HuK is also on 4 bases. Both army size quite sizable, 172 to 136. Both really, really trying to not give the other player the advantage that each has one. And qxc is moving across the right side, and the Vikings are in the middle, almost picking off the Colossus there. And the Vikings are going to come from the side. Does empty 1 volley, 2 volleys into the Colossus. EMP goes off, and this is a huge battle for qxc. He does do a lot of damage, substantial damage to HuK, as he's able to almost completely wipe off all of HuK's army, and qxc is going to run back to the base. Army size at 152 to 95 right now. HuK is really, really hurting. If we take a look at the income tab, qxc has about double the amount of minerals income in terms of minerals, and we see a drop inside the base of HuK, and wow, that is a really good drop. He does take down a lot of the pylons, and these units are all unpowered. These production buildings are all unpowered. Being unpowered is not a good thing, because you can't make use of them, and you can't have any production. And there's 4 of them are unpowered at the moment, and HuK is trying desperately to come back in the game. He's trying to play some pylons, but those Marauders and Medevac was able to disable it, and he does drop off some Marauder here to fight off this Stalker, as a huge force for qxc is coming through the middle as a final push. If we take a look at the army size right now, 177 to 90. HuK is gonna need to hold this if he can have a chance to possibly win. Ooh, and very, very good EMP on all the Stalkers. Stalkers have absolutely no shield, dying very, very fast to Marines and Marauders. And I think this might be it. qxc is going to try to take down this Nexus. Once again, qxc is taking down a lot of Nexus this game. And there is no Templars. The Templar archive was done, but he was not able to get them out. And look, HuK does call GG. Hope you guys enjoy that. And come with me to game number 2. And I'll see you guys in the next game. Thanks for listening.